So the tracks I've been making for my 10th vehicle, I printed a couple more and still have tape on them. I haven't cleaned them off yet. But everybody's wanting to know what they are, what they look like. So this is what it looks like after you print it. Of course, still got tape on it. I'll get one without tape. So it looks like this. 3 on one side, 2 on the other side. Basically, you're making a hinge. They go together like that. We'll do a couple here. I'll move over here so you can see. I'm going to take a pin. In this case, it's a jumbo size stapler. Sorry, jumbo size stapler. Jumbo size paper clip that I straightened out. And made a little bend at the end. There, now you can see it. That's all it is. Just a jumbo size paper clip. You're supposed to use filament, the 1.75, but I don't know if it's my printer, if it's my filament, but I was having to drill the holes out because it wasn't lining up very well. And to be quite honest, it was a pain in the ass. So then I tried this I said stapler again. Why am I saying stapler? Anyway, so then I used the paper clip, jumbo size, and it worked very well. I'll do these 4 here real quick. Then you bend that up. You get your little dikes. Cut that excess off. And I cut it so it's just flush with the top of these. And you can see, got 4 of them tied together. And they'll go about that far, and then they start touching themselves. And then the other way they'll pretty much bend in half. That will be the tracks. Well, I can move it over here. This is the other one that I've already done. This is the whole other side completely done. He's a bit longer. And this is somewhere. There it is. And you can see, I'll get the bigger wheels, a little bit more visible. Fits in there, track goes up over the wheel. That's how it works. It's actually a very simple, easy way of doing it. Still got some blue tape in here. I haven't cleaned them too well. So pretty much right off the printers, and I just put them together. I don't know if I will clean that blue tape off. Because honestly, when I start running around outside in the dirt and stuff, it's just going to rub off anyway. So yeah, that's the tracks. Pretty simple. Not a whole lot to them. I'll do a few more while I'm sitting here. Put the wire in, pull it up tight, bend it over. Put the next track in. And of course, the straighter the paper clip is, the easier it is. Run that over. Grab another one. Earlier, or not earlier, but the other day when I was doing it with filament, almost every single hole I had to drill out. 2 on this side, 3 on that side. I had to drill it out and make it a little bit larger. And the first 1 or 2 I did were okay, but then we got to like the 50th one, I don't know, 70th one. I was like, nope, I'm done drilling. I wasn't going to do it. Had a paper clip sitting there. I just unfolded one side. Damn thing fit. So I bought a box of paper clips, jumbo size, and now we're doing what you see. Plus I think in the long run, the paper clip's going to be a little stronger than the filament, especially if it's going to be running like outside in the dirt, in the mud, on the concrete, that sort of thing. I think the paper clip's going to be a little bit stronger. I mean, in the end, we're talking about 3D filament tracks, so they're not, they're only as strong as they are. These are hefty little things. Well, you can see how thick that is. They're actually pretty beefy. There's the RC Test Flight who actually designed these. He's got a couple of snowcats, and he's got a solar powered one that he's testing the gears, and he's testing the solar power charging capabilities that he's designed. The 3D printed tracks were just kind of a side effect, and I think the solar thing's been running for like, I want to say like this whole fall into winter, and then he shows it in the snow still running. All he does is go out every day and change out the battery, and he hasn't had any real failures as far as the tracks and the 3D printed parts went. I think he even shows on there where he's doing like a figure 8 in this big field. I don't know how big it is, probably an acre, maybe a little smaller than an acre, but he's doing a big giant figure 8 with it. And you can see where it's packed down the grass and the dirt. You can see the pattern it's been running. It's kind of cool. And then we have that. Still have the pins to cut. And then, like I said, just come in. Cut them all off. And then the wheel fits in here. That little pointy part is what keeps it aligned. I'll grab the smaller one. This little point, that's what aligns it each time it goes into the next track. And then of course it's got the little cup on either side, and that little, it just fits there. It's got a little wiggle room. That way if it gets something jammed in it, it's actually a very, very good design. Simple design, but it works. That's all I got. Probably get all these printed, get some more wheels printed. It's going to be a little bit, because all these tracks, you just saw that pile I had. That's all I got. It took me, well, I wasn't printing every single day. I had a Christmas break there in the middle of it, but think that's like 4 days worth of prints. Because I'm printing 5 at a time, 2, 3, 4, 5 at a time on each of my printers, as you saw in my other one. And it's about 15 hours to print 10 of these on 2 of my printers, or a total of 10 in 15 hours. Yeah, that's a lot of printing. Alright, call this one quits. Thank you.